Week 11 of the 2025 season. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jair Alexander, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Packers and the Hawks. All that and more coming up next.
Historic Lambeau Field, fittingly inducted. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll look to throw again. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a first carry here for the running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll set up to throw. He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they got right there where they started this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Garrett. And it's now a 7-0 game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Seahawks at 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton completes it to Fant. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. The big fella. The 40. The 30. 10. 5. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's got his tight end fan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down. Clifton forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing him to come back. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Clifton. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Off the bootleg. Clifton. That's to the sideline incomplete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right back to Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Garibay on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Clifton. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Now a handoff up the middle. Parrish. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Back to throw. Clifton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
To throw on 2nd down. Clifton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the gun on 3rd down. Clifton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw. Clifton. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Walker diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Left side complete to Lockett. They'll try for the first with Walker. Finding space at the 40. Walker hit and the ball is out. And the Packers pick it up. Ball fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
So here are the Packers now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. There they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. He'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. And he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st down, Clifton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again, Clifton. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Clifton. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running left is Walker, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. So I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Bush. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Blankenship out for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
That's taken in by Watson. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete. It's Charles. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll look to throw. They'll complete this one to Watson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flip the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. The football forces the incompletion.
Jonathan Garibay out there now, and this is a big pressure spot. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Clifton buying time to his left. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Clifton being chased. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devontae Wyatt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Step nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Second and 9 now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
To throw from his end zone, Clifton. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this out past the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Trying the left side with Walker to about the 33-yard line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Clifton. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 65 yards. And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Charles. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Check pink. Black swap. Smith red.
They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson from 13 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. It's done. Now they just Packers need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw. Clifton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. On third down, here's Walker. And he's got some space here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
And out now come the Seahawks.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 1st and 10, Clifton. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Going right back to Fant. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle, here's Walker. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there in that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bush. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Able to find Lazard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands that, of course, are a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
All eyes locked on Jonathan Garibay in a huge spot here.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaire Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. They're pretty serious for everything on the line there. Now you've seen those defenses thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Now he's forced out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in the tie.
Yeah, that clock putting a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Back to throw. Clifton. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Clifton.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one up to the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Gets this to Fant.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.